Hi, here I have two SONY HF cassettes, and both of these versions were available in 1992, the regular common market HF and the SONY HF in the gold wrapper. Both were made on a different continent and for different markets. It's this SONY HF in the gold packaging I haven't looked at before. Here it says hi-fi recording, type 1, normal bias, etc. and perfect for music recording. Interestingly, on the Japanese HF, it says all-round audio reproduction instead of claims of perfection for music recording. It's a HF after all. Here we can see different stock part numbers, C90HF above and HF90C for the Japanese model. The back of the Japanese version with text in 5 languages. And the back of the other HF cassette with diagram describing the Sony SP2 mechanism. Text is in English and French. In the bottom left corner are manufacturer details, Japan and USA made components, assembled in Mexico. I think it would be fair to assume these were made or put together in Mexico for the US and Canadian markets, as well as for the South American markets. Let's open it and have a look. I can't say that I have seen one of these before close up. And yes, this will be the first time I'm looking at this version of the Sony HF cassette. This writing here was visible through the clear section of the wrapper. And I can't open it. It's just stuck somewhere. Yeah, it's that case. So already we can tell this is not a Japanese cassette. I don't think this would make it out of the factory if it was made in Japan. The case seems to be deformed on the flat side here somewhere. There. Well, I think I'm just going to have to go for it. If it breaks, it breaks. Okay, so it didn't break, it just came apart. And finally, here's the cassette. And that looks quite good actually. I find it pleasant to look at. It has a darker tint to the shell than the Japanese version. There appears to be a serial number on the spine of the cassette shell. It does have a hum shield behind the pressure pad. Let's check out the stickers. And these are completely different than the stickers that come with the Japanese version. Warranty disclaimers in English and French. Let's have a look at the J card. And that also appears to be completely different than on the Japanese version. And here is that deformed case. Instead of being flat here, there is that spot where it's concave right there. And flat on the other side. No wonder it didn't want to open, but it's not broken, it's still usable. Let's have a quick look at the regular HF and compare it to the Mexican assembled HF. I won't be opening this one since I already have one that's open. Let me just get some of this stuff out of the way. So there is the Mexican assembled HF. And let's compare it to the Japanese model. And the first thing that becomes obvious, the Japanese HF has more pale tinting to the shell, and to my eyes it doesn't look as good. Black lock tabs versus white lock tabs, black rollers versus red rollers, and completely different graphics. Overall, I think the Mexican assembled version of the HF looks better and more upmarket than the Japanese version. Feel free to leave a comment whether you agree or disagree with that. Let's check out the tape stock, and here, at least I think, both would have the same Japanese tape stock in them. Although, from some angles, it might look like there could be a slight variation of colour between the two. Or it could be just the way the light reflects off the tape. Very close either way. Let's have a look at the shells. And both shells are different, not just in the amount of tint given to them, but here where the knockout tabs are, these wells have a different profile. These are square, those other ones have a round bottom. Obviously different coloured rollers on both of these. Also on both, the frosting is a little bit different. Both have a Sony logo on the top right hand corner. The Mexican assembled version cassette shell is similar to the 1996 Sony HF cassette shell by the looks of things. Now let's have a look at the cassette case and see if that has survived the cassette unwrapping. And yes, it has survived, and it looks like it still will be usable. It seems all entry-level Sony cassettes have a plastic post for the tape rollers, new and old, just as you would find on pre-recorded cassette shells, instead of a stainless steel pin that you would find even on a basic entry-level TDK-D. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next or one of the previous videos.